Hey YouTube, hope everybody's doing great out there. Just wanted to show you this little project I'm working on right now. It looks kind of strange, but I've heard people talk about possibly a drought coming this summer. We've had a few droughts in the past few years as well, so I'm putting these cardboard lids around my trees, my fruit trees, my nut trees out here in the orchard. This will help keep the moisture in, keep it from evaporating from around the tree here. It'll also help the tree, it won't have to compete with other plants for moisture. It'll help block out other plants and weeds that grow up next to the tree. They're always hard to get because you don't want to weed whack your tree or something. So this hopefully will keep the weeds down and help keep the moisture in the ground here, so the hot sun doesn't just evaporate it away. So if you feel like there's going to be a drought this summer, you know, I'm also going to top this off with some sawdust. I'm going to come out with some wheelbarrow loads of sawdust and dump one on each tree here. Cover this cardboard. But yeah, save your moisture. I'm going to try and put those around as many trees as possible here. So, I don't know if you heard, but tonight's the State of the Union. President Biden will be delivering his State of the Union address tonight. And, I mean, if he says anything other than, you know, the State of the Union is terrible, I mean, he's lying to you. With the border crisis, the economy, spending is out of control. There's so much debt. We're in so much debt, it's impossible to pay off at this point. They're going to have to do something else. Who knows what, you know, how low they'll actually go to try and avoid this crash that's coming in the economy. I mean, I've heard, you know, mathematically it's a certainty that our economy will collapse just based on the debt. Our country will have to, pretty soon, in the next few years, they'll have to pay almost 50% of all, you know, tax revenues will have to go, all spending will have to just go to pay interest on the debt. Just pay the interest. That's not paying it off at all. You know, they're just paying interest. And then they go into more debt to pay that interest. There's not enough money, you know, in the whole country to pay off our debt. There's not enough assets, not enough billionaires to pay off our debt. So it's pretty much a certainty our economy will collapse, or they'll have to take drastic action to do something. Who knows what they'll do? You know? It's almost like they're just dropping cash from a helicopter go out and spend. If the government's giving out cash and trying to stimulate the economy, that means things are pretty bad if they have to do that. But no, interest rates are high. A lot of government spending goes to just paying the interest on the debt. We have millions of illegal immigrants coming into the country. Who they don't even know how many are here. I'm not saying these people are bad. Maybe a small percentage are criminals, but they're overwhelming our system. They're costing, they're bankrupting some cities. Cities that used to be, nice places to go, like San Francisco, used to be a real nice place to go. Now it's trash, Chicago, Denver. Denver used to be a very nice place. But, the liberal policies, it's just plain and obvious. The liberal policies have, bankrupted these cities and trashed them. They could have cleaned up the streets and put every homeless person in a hotel. That's what the immigrant crisis has shown us. They're able to put all these immigrants in a hotel. Why didn't they do that for the homeless a long time ago? For our own citizens who are homeless. They're showing us what they could have done for people right here in our own country. But all of a sudden, they have all this funding to, build apartments, give people free apartments, give people, basically weekly payments, monthly payments, and free rent. They're actually building brand new apartment buildings just for migrants and with free rent. That shows you they could have done this a long time ago for our own citizens, our own homeless here in this country. Our veterans, they barely do anything for veterans. They could have bought every veteran a home for what they've been spending on wars and migrants, They could have seriously bought every veteran that is struggling a house. They've spent billions, so they could have done a lot for veterans. Imagine what $1 billion would do for your community. What would $1 billion do to modernize your community? Build parks, hire police officers. But they're giving hundreds of billions of dollars away. It's crazy to think what they could have been doing right here in our own country. It's kind of like they're just letting our own country go to waste and bankrupting us and taking the money out of the country. It's really crazy. So I hope you guys, this is what I'm doing to get ready. I have my orchard going here. This is food insurance for the future, food insurance for the future. You invest to save for retirement in an investment account, a 401k, but you could also invest some in food security. Invest in, what people call a food 401k. It's food insurance for the future. I mean, you know, I've planted probably around 50, at least 50 fruit trees on the property here. Just, so my family has food. I mean, these guys, some of these guys might produce something this year, but I mean, these guys are pretty tall. But they're not really going to start producing probably for another 1 to 2 more years. Then I'll probably start getting, but that's what it is. It's for the future. In 3 years from now, these hopefully will be producing tons of fruit. Maybe they'll get eaten up by bugs, I don't know, but some of them will probably die. Then we'll just replace it with another. So guys, I really hope you're getting ready. The State of the Union tonight is going to be a joke. I mean, like I said, it's weekend at Bernie's. The president can barely speak. It's elder abuse, what they're doing to the president, actually. Making him, keep this tight schedule. And, I mean, somebody needs to step in and say, hey, it's time to step down for your own health, But anyway, start getting some food supplies, guys. Who knows what's going to happen before this election. They're going to pull out all the dirty tricks for this one. So just keep up with what's going on and keep planting, keep raising livestock. I just got some more chicks. So we're trying to bump up our production here every day. All right, guys, I hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time.